Welcome to Bloomberg Quint. We're here to tell you how the markets did today. Just in a gist, it was a strong start to this week after the Nifty and the Sensex indices posted their biggest weekly loss since Jan 22nd last week. But today, both of them managed to rebound and ended about 0.75% higher for the day, and that was despite weaker European cues. So the Nifty was firmly back above 8900, ending almost at the day's highest point. It was the PSU banks and auto which outshined in trade today, while IT and select pharma stocks were under pressure. Agam, on the back of that, we were also seeing some fresh buying as far as index futures are concerned.
Yes, I'm actually quite surprised behind the fresh buying, because what we saw yesterday was that, or rather Friday, was that if not only did the foreign investors sell index futures, but they bought more puts, which is why there was expectation in the market that there just might be some weakness. Yeah. So given the fact that we've seen a little bit of a run up today is coming as a little bit of a surprise. So let's take a look at what's happened in the options market. What we're looking at is unwinding towards the 8,900 calls, which means there's profit taking out there, considering the fact that we've seen the Nifty move up, and there is further resistance building now in the higher levels such as 9,200 and 9,300. Once again, based on maximum open interest, we are looking at a range between the 8,800 put and the 9,000 call. However, there is more resistance building in the 9,100 and support building in 8,700 and 8,800, as we've seen in the previous few sessions. So once again, I'm going to wait for the fine print before it gives us a direction as to where the Nifty is headed. But for now, considering the fact we're also seeing a little bit of accumulation towards open interest in the futures, it's looking positive once again.
Okay, Reliance again stands out as the stock of the day. Extended rally for the third straight day, gained as much as nearly 4%, which took the stock above 1,300, and that was the highest level since March 2008. So the block deal in this counter, as well as you had Credit Suisse hiking the target price on this stock. So that apart, you had Tata Motors again sitting on gains of about 2.5%. They've introduced a new Tiago variant. Adani Ports and SEZ, Yes Bank, BHEL were amongst the other Nifty gainers. On the other hand, you had Grasim Industries, Aurobindo Pharma and tech names like TCS, Tech Mahindra and Wipro, which were seeing some cuts on account of the temporary suspension of premium processing visa services in US. Morgan Stanley says on Indian IT companies that this may not have a material impact, but any adverse changes to visa regulations remain a key tail risk that stocks have not priced in. So small negative development as far as IT stocks are concerned. But Agam, the broader market trend still continues to remain positive.
Yes, and that's perhaps also another positive for the general markets. In terms of the mid caps, what we're looking at is about 3 gainers for 2 losers, and among the gainers we have Dredging Corp, which has moved up as much as 13.5% on the back of some reports. Bombay Burma is the other counter, which has now gained as much as 12%. KPR Mills, Kolte Patil Developers and Motilal Oswal Financial, that's another surprising move, up as much as 6.6%. Reliance Industrial Infra is also gained as much as 6%. Now with respect to losers, we have orders with respect to authorities and in the media, so because of which we have some weakness in Hathway Cable, which has declined by as much as 5%. Gulf Oil Lubricants down 3.6%, EIA, Chambal Fertilizers, Vijaya Bank, as well as Ahluwalia Contracts, all losing anywhere between 3 to 4% on the whole. However, as you mentioned yourself that the market breadth remains positive, so there is some amount of positivity. But MBL, the IPO, how's that faring?
That's true, Agam. MBL was subscribed 36% till 3 p.m. on day one, which is a decent sort of a subscription number. But having said that, there are 2 IPOs this week. We also have Avenue Supermarkets opening on Wednesday. So 2 of these IPOs could probably temporarily suck out some liquidity from the market. But more importantly, we could see a possibility of volatile moves, given that market participants await the outcome of state elections, which we will know on Saturday. But with that, it's a wrap on Bloomberg Quint Market Wrap. Thank you so much for watching, and do join us at the same time tomorrow.